Hi, welcome. My name is Gaia Forrest, and I am an independent Scentsy consultant and leader of Team All the Waxy Ladies. I wanted to do a quick video today. My hair is a disaster. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's a Friday, guys. I wanted to come on and do a video really quick and talk about some samples because I have been making all of the samples lately. So I wanted to kind of hop on, talk to you about sample making, the products that I use, the products that I like for sample making, what works for me, things like that. Let me show you. So I've been making a ton of dish soap samples lately because dish soap is one of my all-time favorite Scentsy products, which is so funny because yes, I love our wax and warmers, but for some reason dish soap is like my jam. Like when you open up under my kitchen sink, it's like all the dish soap. I really like dish soap, and it's just the Scentsy dish soap that I really like. It's a thing. I don't know. Don't ask. So I wanted to show you some different samples of dish soap that I am doing right now. So I've got these. These are on a sponge, and these were actually like large sponges, and this is half of a sponge. This is like a deluxe sample, so for this would be like a large order, somebody that I really like, things like that. I've also taken the sponges that are like this big and cut them into like fours or even smaller than that before to make others as well. So this is just one of the options. These are heat seal bags from Amazon. I love heat seal bags. I will also get into that later. I've got my heat sealer down here to show you. And I really like heat seal. Heat seal is like my go-to for things lately. So this is a Johnny Appleseed dish soap sample. That is my little label right there. I made this in Canva, and then I printed it on sticker paper. This is a 2x2 size sticker, and printed it on sticker paper, and then I have hole punches and I punched it out. Let me show you those in a minute too. And then on the back, again, 2x2, this is just the ingredients list, directions, and my contact info. When you do samples that are not wax samples, you have to put that info on there. So make sure it's on there. And then there is a QR code on there to order. It goes to my Linktree. So there are different ways to connect with me on Linktree. So you can place an order and whatever. So there's that one. Let's see, what was I going to tell you about my circle punches? I was like, I know that it was something to do with this. So I grabbed these circle punches. They are a set of 4 from Amazon. And they were $25. And these have been a really good investment for me. I've used them a lot. Oh, that's not the right one. I've used them a lot, and I think that I will continue to use them. So it came with a 2-inch, and I wrote on it what it was. So this is the one that I used for the Johnny Appleseed samples. It came with a 1.5-inch. This one had writing on it, and it's kind of rubbed off, but this one's 1.5. And then 1-inch and 5/8. I don't really use the 1-inch or the 5/8 very much, so I think that I could have just gotten away with getting a 2-inch and a 1.5-inch, but it's nice to have those other options for other things. I wouldn't use those for samples or for sample labels, but I can use them for other things. I haven't yet, like I said, but can always like punch confetti out with these or whatever. So like I said, those are $25 on Amazon, and I really, really like them. The other dish soap sample that I've been doing is I actually grabbed these thin sponges from Amazon, and this one is Perfect Peppermint, and it's obviously smaller. It's in a smaller bag. Same thing, 2x2, 2x2. These are from Amazon, and they are like dehydrated sponges. So they're super thin. And then when you get it wet, when you fill it with water, it actually puffs up exactly like a normal sponge. Like it's just as big as a normal sponge. It's just as big as this one. This one is not wet, but it does have the soap on it. This is just like the normal sponge from Target or whatever. And then this one's the one from Amazon. And I'm thinking that because this is so thin, I can send this in a normal envelope with a stamp, and I don't have to worry about paying the package price. So I really like those. I've also seen people use little circular facial sponges, also from Amazon. I believe they come like 52 a pack, and they're the same. They're the super, super thin, and when you get it wet, it puffs up. But to me, the price wasn't as good, so I ended up doing the full-size sponges, and I cut them into like 6 pieces, I think. So they're very, very small samples, but if I'm sending a sample just in an envelope, it's probably somebody that hasn't necessarily purchased with me yet. It's somebody that I'm just sending them a sample to get them interested in purchasing with me. So there's those two. Another thing that I've done with dish soap, this one doesn't have a label on it, so you have to excuse that. But I've actually just put some, this is cider mill. I put a little bit of cider mill in a heat seal baggie. It's all heat sealed at the bottom. And then same thing, this could be sent in an envelope because it's super thin. I did put the 2x2 label on here with all that info, but I haven't printed out my sticker yet because I wanted to do a 1.5 size circle for this one, and I just need to go print those. So that's actually next on my list. Another thing that I've done with dish soap and even Counter Clean all-purpose cleaner is I've used these little Brillo pads. Let me grab them really quick. Hang on. I'm gonna fall out of my chair on this video. Just watch. Oh boy. Okay. So I got these little Brillo reusable wipes from the dollar store. These are 9, and I cut these 1, 2. I think I cut these into like 8 or something. Like I think I got 8 little tiny wipes out of one. I'll have to double check. I don't remember. And I ended up getting like a crazy amount of wipes, and this was $1. So these are just like little reusable cleaning wipey things. It's like a really thin wipey thing, and I've used these with dish soap or even with some Counter Clean or some all-purpose cleaner on it. And then same thing, put it inside of a one of these heat seal bags, put it inside of a heat seal bag, and then stuck my label on it. And these are super awesome and super, super cheap. So if you're looking for something super cheap and super thin that you can send in the mail, this is a super good option too. They're upside down, but you get the picture. All right, so that's my, dish soap, whatever. I've also, really quick, this is turned into a video about dish soap. I don't know why, but I got these little bottles from Amazon. I've also done dish soap samples in these as well. And these are super good for like a bigger sample, a better sample, because the sponge, it's like once it's out of the sponge, it's done. This gives them a few more uses. So I really like these two. I don't remember what size these are. These are 5 ml. So these are 5 ml tubes. I got 100 of them for $13. So it's a really good price for these too. Another thing that I've been doing lately is I've been doing these cute little Scentsy soap samples. So this is Winterberry Apple Tea, and this is in, again, a heat seal bag from Amazon. These are, I got 100 of these for $14. I believe these were like 2x3. I want to say. And then I got these cute little wooden spoons. They're for like froyo and stuff. You can also do scoops. These ones were the cheapest though, and I was on a budget, so I went with these ones. These ones, I got 100 4-inch wooden spoons for $9. And then I just got some cute little twine. It was like 656 feet for $9. And then I, same thing, did my little label. This is a 1.5-inch label. And then I did my little label on the back. This is 2x2, I think. Actually, this might be 1.5 as well. Heat sealed it closed, punched a little hole, stuck it through there, and it makes it cute. You don't necessarily need a spoon for this because this is the kind of thing where you open it up and you just dump it in, but I thought that it made it cute, so I did it anyway. And you totally, don't have to do that. Or you could do a scoop, you could do like a little bottle, something like that. Just make sure that it has your ingredients and directions on it, because it's a body sample, so it's not wax, so you have to do stuff like that. So there is that. Let's see what else we got down here. Obviously, wax and felt samples. I've got my little wax samples. This is the same heat seal bag as this little soap. These are the perfect size for wax and felt samples. These little silver bags, I got 200 for $7.50. They are 1.9 by 2.7 bags, heat seal bags. This little label is from the All About Samples group, and if you're not on that group, you need to get on it because it's absolutely amazing. It's on Facebook. These on the back of here are also kind of the All About Sample label. I kind of just edited it for myself, so I ended up making this myself, but I kind of took it from the idea of the All About Samples group. So these ones I make myself, but this one is super awesome and they're pre-made. So this is actually just a little sliver, you can kind of see it in there, of wax. For these, I used to do the molds, you know, I've got a whole big drawer down here full of cute little molds for different shapes and, you know, whatever, but I want something that I can do quickly and I can do efficiently, and I can get a bunch of samples out and get them in my customers' hands for cheap and minimal effort, because it just wasn't worth it to me to keep making cute samples. Not necessarily not cute samples, but like the shaped samples. Plus, I've heard other consultants say that it takes a lot of the smell out when you melt down the wax, pour it in, and then it rehardens. So with this, I bought a crinkle cutter. I don't know how much my crinkle cutter was because I've had it for a really long time, but you can get them. It's like a soap making device. I think mine is actually for soap making. Soap making, you can get them like vegetable cutters, things like that. And then I just slice off, you know, little slivers of my bar and stick them each in a thing. So this is not going to be a huge sample, but this is just a little tiny sample so they can get the smell, get an idea for the smell, warm it for an hour or two, and then it's kind of done. I like to do felt samples. So this is the kind of thing that would go in a bubble mailer or when I drop off an order to a customer, like a local customer. This is not going to go in a flat envelope with a stamp. If I'm sending something, a flat envelope with a stamp, I'm going to send a felt sample. So felt samples are literally what it sounds like. It's a piece of felt. Oh, probably if I could talk, right? It's a piece of felt dipped in wax and stuck in a bag. So same thing. It's a very, very small sample. You can either just open it up and smell it, or you can put it in your warmer. You can warm it, just take the felt out after the wax is kind of melted off of it. But it's not going to be a huge, you know, crazy sample that lasts a long time. So these are my felt samples. Same thing, the All About Samples group label. And you don't have to have labels on wax. You can just write the name on there. It doesn't need all of the instructions, you know, whatever. I just feel like these make it look a little more professional, a little nice. So with my felt samples, I have a few different options for my felt samples. I got a whole bag here. So I do 2x2 felt samples from Amazon. Literally, you can use a melter. You can use a chocolate melter to melt it. And then you just dunk in your waxes, put them on whatever, some foil, some cling wrap to cool. I usually like to use tweezers, and then once they're cool, they're good to go. You can also use your warmer. So you can heat up your wax, you know, in your warmer and then dunk them in. I've seen people do that. You can melt it in a cup, like a double boiler on the stove. Do not put wax in the microwave. Let me say it again. Do not put wax in the microwave. People's microwaves have exploded. It's a very terrible idea. Don't melt your wax that way. There are so many other options to melt your wax, so just don't put it in your microwave. So there are those ones, the 2x2 circles. Scentsy also sells little Scentsy branded felts. These are actually a little thicker than the ones from Amazon. That's a little hard to see. I hope you can see it, but they are thicker. They're more sturdy. So these ones, when you put them in an envelope in a baggie, they definitely are not totally flat. I haven't had any issues yet, knock on wood, with sending these in the mail and the post office charging me extra. Haven't had any issues yet, but just know that it's a possibility. So you can order those from the Scentsy store. And then also, from the Scentsy store just recently. I want to say over the summer. I don't know if they still do, but over the summer they had summer shaped felts. And then I just ordered, I didn't order any of those, so I don't have them to show you, but there were like suns and I don't even know what there were, but they were summer shaped flowers, maybe. I don't know. These ones, so this one is a little snowman. This one is a little Christmas tree. And then there's also a little snowflake. These come in like a mixed pack, all in the same bag. So you don't just get to choose one shape. You get all 3 shapes. Those are also from the Scentsy Success store, Scentsy Family store. So you can use those as well. Again, they're thicker. So that's up to you. And then these ones I've also got from Amazon in the past. Not crazy about them, but I figured I would mention them. These ones are, I want to say these are 1 inch. It doesn't say, but these are same thing, just little 1 inch felt circles. So that's an option too. It's a little smaller, but it's an option. I've also seen on Etsy, you can purchase shaped felt that people have cut that's like specifically for Scentsy consultants, like Scentsy Wax. I have also seen people use their Scentsy, or not their Scentsy, their silhouettes, their Cricuts. I think those are the only options, silhouette and Cricuts, to cut out felt shapes and then use those to dip in the wax. You can totally do that. I don't. I have a Cricut, but I don't think it cuts felt, and I don't feel like taking the time. I'd rather just do the pre-cut shapes or the circles or whatever. So there's that. Obviously, you know, you can buy the little packets from Scentsy Success of our body products, as well as our laundry products. These are all in Scentsy Success, as well as our pet products. Sorry, not pet products, but the pet shampoo. You can buy that in Scentsy Success too. So there's always those. If there's, you know, if you don't want to make a sample, body samples are also not recommended to make. That's like these kind of body samples. The soak is okay, but the body samples are not recommended. So I would buy these if you want to do any kinds of samples of body products. You can also even do little things that's with your old tester pots. So this is like the older tester pots. I've got them in a little baggie with a sticker on the front that says this tiny pot contains a sample. While it looks small, the scent is ample. Like making a smile out of a frown, place in your warmer upside down. So you just pop them in your warmer and it melts out the wax. It's a super good option for samples, for quick samples, and it uses up your testers that you spent money on. So, you know, there's that. That's the plus. And then my heat sealer, I think that's the only other thing that we need to talk about. So this is my heat sealer. I got it on Amazon a while ago, and when I first got it, I didn't really use it. And then I had some samples explode in somebody's mailbox, and I got this because it's so much better, heat sealing packages. So it has like a little dial over here to set it. When you plug it in, that little light there, you push it down and then the light comes on. When the light turns off, it's like done, so you don't have to even think about it. Mine makes like a little clicky sound, so literally like I'll push it down, I'll wait for the click, and then I'll like let it go up. This was like $20 or $25, but it has been one of the best purchases of my life. Like, I love this thing. I use it all the time. I've actually got some kind of gunk in here, and they did send me a replacement one of these with my heat sealer. It's like a replacement of this little thing here and then like the metal strip under it. So I think that I actually need to pull this off and replace it because it's kind of gross and gunky, because I've had a few spills, you know, in the middle of making a sample. Another thing that I want to tell you guys too, this sample pot that this wax melter that I have. I got this from Michaels. It was, I got it on sale or used a coupon or something. I really like using this, but I absolutely hate having a silicone bowl. This bowl is awful. Like right now I'm smelling it and I can smell so many different Scentsy scents in it. I do not like this. I am actually, right now, I am about to order a metal sample pot. I just haven't had the extra money to order one. It's not like they're expensive, but it's just haven't had the extra $20 to order one lately. But if you're gonna get a chocolate melter to use as a wax melter, buy the metal one just straight off the bat. I don't think that they carry the metal ones at Michael's. I think that's why I got that one. Or at least at my Michael's they didn't. But just ordered off of Amazon, buy the metal one. So much better, so much easier to get clean. That one I feel like is just gross. Another thing that I wanted to do like an honorable mention for are these bags that I got. I have been putting, I believe this is a 5x7 bag, and it's got a little window in it in the front. And again, it's a heat seal bag. So I have been putting samples in here for customers. When they make a purchase with me, I like to send some samples. So it's a clear window. I've just been throwing some samples in here with a little thank you card. And then I have been just mailing this thing in the mail. So stick your samples in. I usually stick a little confetti, seal it up, and then heat seal it across the top so that you can tell if it's been tampered with. And then I just stick my mailing label right here on the back because my mailing labels are 4x6. So it fits like perfectly on here because this is a 5x7. And then you can send it just this way. You do not have to send this as a bubble mailer or, anything like that. And that way, your mail passes through so many different hands that it kind of gives you a little bit more exposure to more customers. So I usually try to put my business card like right in the front with my contact info so that if anybody at the post office is like, oh, I want one of those packs, they snap a picture of my business card and then, maybe they'll contact me later. So it's, obviously it doesn't go with samples, but I wanted to tell you guys because I just got these bags in. I was using the holographic ones before and I just got these ones in and I really like this purple color. So I just wanted to share with you guys. So I think that's it. If you are on my team and you're watching this as a team training video, go ahead and send me your 3 aha moments from this training and I will do a Happy Mail drawing in a week. And other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need any links for anything or anything like that, let me know for sure. Other than that, I hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.